Hello everyone, welcome back. This is module number 2 of the chapter Silk Road. In the previous module, we looked at the importance of this place called Silk Road or Silk Route. And now we'll begin the chapter and let us have a brief overview of the content. It is the author's journey to Mount Kailash to do the Kora with the other pilgrims. Kora is actually a word to indicate pilgrimage. So, in this chapter, he'll be describing the problems that he faced during the journey to Mount Kailas. So, we'll begin the chapter. The chapter begins when the author is leaving Ravu. Ravu is the name of the place, and he is leaving along with Daniel. Daniel is an interpreter, and Satan is a tourist guide, and he acts as a driver too. So, before leaving, Lamo is a lady who had provided them accommodation at Ravu. So Lamu gave the author a gift of long-sleeved sheepskin coat as they were going to Mount Kailas, where it would be very cold. So Satan knew a shortcut to reach the mountain, and he said that the journey would be smooth if there was no snow. So their destination is Mount Kailash, and they are starting their journey, and they left Ravu. So please have a look at this map to have a better understanding about this route. So you can see the places that are circled like Ravu and Darchan. So the author is beginning his journey from this place called Ravu, and he'll be reaching Darchan. So in this chapter Silk Road, we'll be looking at the experiences of the author while traveling through this road, that is from Ravu to Darchan, and we'll see the chapter in detail. And he is heading towards Mount Kailash, as we said earlier, and he is going to complete his Kora, and he is really very prepared, and he carried warm clothes with himself, and according to the instruction or suggestion given by Satan, so he decided to take a shortcut, and driver Satan knew the route. So initially, as they passed through the hills, they saw individual Drogbas. Drogbas are nomad shepherds, and they were looking after their flocks. They included both men and women. So they were wearing thick woolen clothes, and they would stop and stare at their car. Sometimes they used to wave at them as they passed. So initially they saw these people who were leading their flocks of sheep. They were called as Drogbas. Moving on. After this, as they passed the nomads' tents, they saw some Tibetan mastiffs, which were dogs used by the shepherds. When the car came closer to their tents, they would bark furiously and fearlessly. They would chase the car for some distance and then would go back. In earlier days, these Tibetan mastiffs became popular in China's imperial courts as hunting dogs. They were brought along the Silk Road as a tax payment from Tibet. So the next thing that they saw after Drogbas were Tibetan mastiffs. And one important thing that you need to note about Tibetan mastiffs is that in earlier days, Tibetan mastiffs were used as hunting dogs in China's imperial courts. Let us move on and look at the next detail explained by the author. So after this, the author explains the difficulties faced by them. So the turns became sharper and more difficult as they climbed. The author started getting a severe headache. Suddenly, snow started falling and soon blocked the route. Daniel and the author got out of the car to reduce its load on sharp bends. The author was wearing a wristwatch which had altimeter on it. So it indicated that they were at a height of 5210 meters above sea level. The icy top layer of the snow was really dangerous as the car could slip off the road. So when they reached this height, it indicated that there was a decrease in oxygen. So after this, they encountered another blockage. After 10 minutes, Satan jumped out to survey the scene. So by this time, the author was having a severe headache. After passing through all these, finally they reached the top of the pass. They could see places decorated with festooned silk scarves, and prayer flags. The author has explained everything vividly. So we'll move on and look at what happened next in the next module. Thank you all.